What are Viagra generics? A brand name drug is a drug initially developed by a pharmaceutical company and marketed under a specific brand name. These drugs are usually protected by patents for several years and can only be produced and marketed by the company that holds the patent. When a brand name drug's patent expires, other pharmaceutical companies can produce and market a generic version. For example, Viagra's patent expired on May 17, 2012, and since then, dozens of generics by domestic pharmaceutical companies have been produced and sold. Generic drugs contain the same active ingredients and are used to treat the same diseases as brand name drugs. They are usually cheaper than brand name drugs, but are sufficiently safe and effective. Generic drugs are different from fake or counterfeit drugs. Counterfeit pharmaceuticals are products that are not guaranteed to be safe or effective, are not controlled by agency, and are manufactured and sold illegally. It is important to note that generic drugs are subject to the same strict regulatory process as brand name drugs. They are approved by regulatory agencies such as the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, and the European Medicines Agency, EMA, after rigorous testing and quality control to ensure they are the same in terms of quality, safety, and efficacy as the original brand name drug. As with all other drugs, FDA or EMA checks and evaluates generics for erectile dysfunction to ensure they meet standards for quality, safety and efficacy. Active ingredients, manufacturing processes, clinical trials, etc. are reviewed to ensure that generic drugs are equivalent in safety and efficacy to branded drugs. Several studies have compared the efficacy, safety, and side effects of generic and brand name drugs for the treatment of erectile dysfunction. These studies generally show no significant difference between generic and brand name drugs in terms of effectiveness in treating erectile dysfunction. For example, in a study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, sildenafil, generic Viagra, was as effective as the brand name drug Viagra in treating erectile dysfunction. Another study published in the International Journal of Impedance Research found that tadalafil, generic Cialis, was similarly effective as the brand name drug Cialis in treating erectile dysfunction. In addition to these studies, several systematic reviews and meta-analyses comparing the efficacy of generic and branded erectile dysfunction drugs have been conducted. The study found no significant difference in efficacy between the two types of drugs. Generic drugs must have the same active ingredients, strength, dosage form, and intended use as the original brand name drug, and must meet the same quality standards. You can trust it because it has undergone rigorous testing and quality control by regulatory agencies and has been certified to have the same quality, safety, and efficacy as the original brand. So there is no need to worry if you are prescribed a generic instead of Viagra. Patients can receive the same quality care at a lower cost. Thanks for watching.